And I'm surprised that last segment went to 34 minutes. All right, we're going to pop this out. Hopefully this step fracture will pop out without popping out this step fracture at the top of that flute, because we want it to look pretty. There. That's a little poppage, a little bit of poppage, and that's all it took to get that little piece off. All right. I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be too difficult, because I really hit that really hard. I mean, that was a whomping hit to try to get that off of there. I don't think I'm not going to hit it that hard again. So I'm going to have to leave it. I can just pop that remaining little booger. There we go. Okay, it's going to have to be good enough, because I don't think I'm going to hit that again. No, I'm not going to hit that again. Okay. Not with the same amount of force. Now, if it makes a long flake just by accident, that's okay. But yeah, it's not going to make a long flake by accident, that's for sure. Not when I had to strike it extremely hard before. It's not going to all of a sudden become easy. Let's see if I can pop this step fracture. Yeah, not too shabby. Why don't you just cheat, dude, and grind that down? Then you don't have to send in a side flake. Just grind it, dude. I won't tell nobody. Yeah, I know. Gosh, the battery's running out too. Let's see. Let me see if I can plug it in. Oh, just barely. Let's see. So usually when I plug it in, okay, here we go. Usually when I plug it in at this stage, or when it's filming, it overheats in the summer because it's hot in here. All right. I think I can finish this quickly. It's going to be a little wonky. It's going to be wonkiferous. Oh yes. It's going to be a little wonky, but story of my life. A little bit dicey. Not quite right. Something not quite right. Usually. Just my luck. I don't have the best of luck. But I do seem to have luck on my side if I don't overdo it. Manage the risk. You got to minimize it, but don't eliminate it. So if you eliminate the risk, you also eliminate the chance of really good luck happening. Sometimes you depend on really good luck happening. Well, you don't depend. You just leave the opportunity for really good luck to get you over the hump, so to speak. Pun intended. Especially with turtlebacks, take the risk. Sometimes good luck will get you over that turtleback. Alright, don't drop it. I got metal down there. Get all the metal out of the way. Got my billet down there on the floor. I can't see. I got dust on the viewfinder. Are we getting it? I think I'll offer this at the auction. How's that? Alright, it's going to be wonky. I got to take one more hit so it's not as wonkiferous as it is now. Oh gosh. Yeah, with bad stuff, you got to make sure the platforms are perfect. And this is not really bad. It's just you don't want to leave it. You don't want to leave too many opportunities for something to get messed up. So that's true of any material, but especially with the difficult stuff. You really don't want to take too many risks with it, because I don't know, we'll see. Alrighty, beautiful. That went right over, right where I wanted it to. It's still a little bit wonky. Right, it's still fat there and fat there, but I'm not gonna take any more risks. That was the last risk. That worked out so well that I don't dare do another one like that. All right, so here we go. Try to finish up. The camera is doing well. No overheating. Still got plenty of memory left. I can upload this 3-part series in the next couple days. It's going to take 2 days to upload this because it's so slow. It's not that bad as far as pressure flaking goes. Yeah, pressure flake's okay. I don't really like to have large ears on my Clovis points. Okay, I need the easy stick. Get some more power on this sucker. Okay. Was I out of focus the whole time? Hope not. Let's see. I don't know how to get it to stay in frame here. All right. Come on. I know you can grip better than that. You can't even see the difficulty I'm having with the steel not gripping onto the edge. I'm just kind of beveling it, but I'm getting step fracturing. See, I'm pushing straight downward, but I'm getting step fracturing, which annoys me to no end. So it's back to the small pointy and not the ishi stick. Although I could grind a more fine point onto the ishi stick. I gotta take that fine point grind out of it when I use it the next time, because I use it mainly for larger flakes, not these little nitpickety tiny flakes. But I couldn't do the large flakes on this edge for some reason. So now I gotta nitpick the edge. Where am I going? You can't see what I'm doing, huh? It's going to make it harder, but you can't see what I'm doing. You can literally hear the crickets now outside. I didn't hear them for the longest time, but now I can hear them. Like in the beginning of the summer, I couldn't hear them. Okay, I'm almost done. Getting there. I'm just working on the symmetry. It's sharp enough near the tip. There's still some glitches up here. I could probably pop some of these out. Some of these step fractures. Fireworks are starting to pop in the background. Man, it's hard on the wrists when you don't catch those just right. You try to pop those out, your wrist goes in weird directions. At least mine does. Alright, so all I need to do is grind it. Yep. Yeah, it's a little thick. I don't know if Clovises were that thick. Try to pop another flake out of the base there, but that's no. That would make it way too concave. Is there a way to thin it from the side? There's no good way to thin it from the side. Yeah, I can try to thin it, but I would have to shorten out the base. I'm gonna just leave it. Yep, I'll just leave it, even though it probably does not have the right configuration for a Clovis. The purpose of these thinning flakes is to prevent that exactly. But the particular goal on this one is just to make it look like a Clovis, right? Just make it look that way. Okay. Where is the other one? The other flaker. See, when I grind this and I don't flake it exactly perfectly, it's all wonky, right? So I gotta nitpick the flakes, the flaking on the sides here, so when I grind it, it's nice and level, even. Yeah, there's a fireworks display starting. Yeah. Oh well. I did say I would try. I didn't say I would be exactly successful. But yeah, if I wanted the right proportions, what I would do is I would just flip it to that side. Nap this base about 1/8 of an inch inward, or enough to get a good platform to send some thinning flakes in this area, because that's too fat. It's definitely too fat. And the Clovis was also thin from the side too, so but I don't have any clear. I don't have a clear shot from the side. Not one that'll work. With a lot more constriction. Yeah. All right. Just able to get some of those step fractures out. And now that I'm grinding it, it looks a little bit more, a little bit straighter than before. See, this one's much better because the edge is straight. And when the edge is straight, let's see, I'll show you. When the edge is straight, you don't have these little spots in between that can cut the wrapping. If it's not straight, the grinding jumps over the top of those little spaces in between. The spaces in between are sharp. You don't want any sharpness at all. And remember with Clovis, if you leave these ears too delicate, it may result in you grinding them right off. They've got to be stout so that when you do the grinding, they won't go away. Luckily, this grinds easy, so I don't have to spend too much time doing this part. And yeah, you grind the whole thing, not just the edge. There's some that have grindings all the way up the thinning flakes as well. Yeah, I really need to thin that out, but I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, not with major alteration. I don't want to mess with it. Okay, I'm going to quit right there while I'm ahead. Okay, there you go. Clovis with a little bit of a mess up right there. I was not able to thin that down without making it much smaller. Okay.